Jose, can you see Canseco? Oh, look at the choppers.
It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. So the Tampa Bay Rays find themselves as underdogs as the curtain rises on the season. Singy, what do you say in the clubhouse when a lot of folks are writing you off before the first pitch is even thrown?
You say forget all that, Boog. Block out the noise because the
looks like they're predicting a couple of call-ups here. Okay? 3 call-ups, actually. So Denny, Gillen, and DeVries.
One or two players have big years. They could be right in the thick of the race.
That's a good point, Chris. Seems like every year we see at least one team unexpectedly make a run, and maybe this season they could be that team. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Coming up on the first pitch and towing the slab in this one, Shane Bieber.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe.
Right fielder, Josh Lowe.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. And a new season is officially underway. Well struck right field.
Come on.
Back.
Come on.
That one is gone.
Yeah! Second pitch of the game.
And that gives him a
We're
lead.
on the
It's
board. Josh Lowe. How low can you go, Josh? And I think he's going to be a fixture at the top of our lineup. I had a feeling coming out of spring training that was going to be the role for him.
Almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1. Nope, ball.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Swinging a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
High fly ball out to center field. Adele makes the catch for the out, and there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Lawrence Butler, batting with one down, takes a strike. On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
2 down, base is empty. Lau at the plate. Fastball is outside. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here on opening day. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1-1.
Hit in the air, right field. And that
Let's get another one! Let's get another one! Yeah!
That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on.
Low and
It's
low.
2-0.
Gone yard.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Junior Caminero. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And that skips
1-2.
in the dirt. Now fly ball to right center. Hines makes the play, and it's out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and it's 2-zip. Back here with my pal Siggy, and on the hill here today, Shane McClanahan.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Drilled in the air, high and
Well, revenge by Zach Neto.
gone.
Vengeance is Zach Neto's. Oh, my goodness.
A massive home run. His first homer of the year. It's 2-1.
That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
At the plate, Jacob Wilson. And there's a strike. McClanahan, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in as the Rays try and punch back down a run. Swinging a foul out of play.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here comes Gleyber Torres.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. Torres started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and Joe McDonald says he went around. Foul ball, still 0-2. And he deals. Swing and a ground ball, and that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
One down. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. That's in there. Strike one.
0-1.
Man at first, one away. And that's through there for a strike.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Pitch misses.
Nope.
Going to count 1-2.
Good spot there,
1-2.
but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Snags it for the second out.
Batting fifth, left fielder,
All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Torres, the runner at first with two gone. And he grounds one back up the middle. What a stop to first. And they get the out.
Boy, it took a little bit for Williams. I'm going to see that replay.
And this is now a 2-1 ball game.
It's almost like he
Major League Baseball on the show.
had to retreat at a really weird angle. Let's take a look again at that play by Carson Williams. Zach Neto getting them back into the ball game. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, he really had to stretch out his left foot to get it in the glove. But this is exactly why we have Carson Williams in the starting lineups and why he's up in the majors, because he can do this stuff. Look at this. Spins around. Boom, all the way across. Strike right to Trey Morgan and the runner out. I love it. I absolutely love Carson Williams. I refuse to put him in the minors, even if he's batting $130. He's just too good on defense.
And foul ball. And he grounds one to the right side. Collected by Torres. Got him on the off-balance throw. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Here's Elias Diaz. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
And that one is lifted in the air. And there's two away.
batting eighth, first baseman, number 22.
2 outs, base is empty. Trey Morgan digs in now. In there at the knees.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Yeah, there's the strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here at Angel Stadium, we head to the bottom of the second. So in now for the Angels, Jo Adell. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Swings through that one for strike one.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Ryan Ward. In the air, left side. Butler has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. That one misses, and it's 1-0. And another ball. Freddie Ferguson behind the dish, calling the balls and strikes. Line drive, base hit, headed for the plate. The throw in.
Comes through.
I waited way too long to try that throw, but I couldn't really get a step line for the outfielder for Lowe.
It was great about the approach. His head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Runner on at first with one gone. And next for L.A., Rhys Hines. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So
listen it! Listen I'm losing it! I'm losing it! I'm losing my mind! I'm losing my mind! I'm losing my mind! I'm the computer! 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 I'm the computer!
Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
This computer, I swear to God, just jumps on everything you put in there. Absolutely just.
Designated hitter for the
Draft, he's had that top prospect.
So how about I come at you like a gangbuster? See if you can catch up with that, computer.
And you've got to produce at the big.
God damn.
Yeah, the first offering is not close. O'Hoppe over at second. Hines on at first with 2 down. That one off the mark. 2 balls, no strikes.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
2-1.
That crosses the plate, and now they're just one strike away from getting out of this mess. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And Sugar Shane McClanahan gets his second strikeout of the game. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece.
That was a nice wrap by O'Hoppe, I'll admit. One of the better catchers in the league.
Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
Number 7.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Not close with that one, and it's 2-1. Out to center. Adele pulls that one down, and there's one down.
Now batting, right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. He's already homered here in this one. Lowe throws right, bats left. Hitting leadoff in today's game. A former first-round pick back in 2016.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
1 out, base is empty.
Ball out.
This one in the air. Norby hauls it in for the out. 2 away now.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Rays held in check here. Score remains 2-2. Set for the bottom of the third. Gleyber Torres up to hit.
Second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
And that is out of play. Late on that fastball.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
On the ground to first. Takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Connor.
And now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Connor Norby. He popped out his first time. In the air, fairly deep to right field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder,
Dane Myers, the next to hit for the Angels. He's 0 for 1. And that's in for a strike. Tied up here in the early going. Now 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Ooh,
1 and 2.
Baya.
Count.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting.
Here's Joe Adell. Doubled his first time. And there's a strike. And that one is inside. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here on opening day. And that one popped in the air, left field. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Angels strand 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Start of the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Lawrence Butler. There's a swing and a drive. And that's got extra bases written all over.
Leadoff double, baby.
Easily with a leadoff double.
Waste no time there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lowe. He's already homered in this game. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
1-0.
Man at second. That misses the zone. Now 2-0. Next offering is fouled back. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Comes a 2-2. In the air, left field, Myers sizes this one up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay, second baseman Junior Caminero.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2. One ball,
In the
strikes.
dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Butler, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Off the bat.
Junior Caminero, 3rd home run of the ball game for the Rays. We take a 4-2 lead.
Jump ahead in the 4th. It's 4-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And stepping in for the Rays, Brayden Taylor. There's a strike. One down, base is empty. That one ripped right center field. Out of here.
Taylor joins the show.
Again. Back-to-back homers.
We are launching the ball out of the park.
Run of the game.
All over the place.
And they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And now the catcher for the Rays, Elias Diaz. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Hit in the air out to center field. Adele moves under it. Hauls it in, and there's two away.
Now that number 22.
Next to hit, Trey Morgan. And that one is inside ball one.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That's in there, and it's 1-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Samuel Aldegari up and loosening in the pen. Brito getting cranked up as well. Base knock center field. And that keeps the inning going.
And Trey Morgan is on.
Now that number 7.
So digging in, Carson Williams. Fly to center his first time. Right through there for a strike. That one's in there. 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
The shortstop takes the ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Neto. They take the force out. Third out.
All right, back-to-back jacks.
In this inning, the long ball was
one with a man on and one
It's now
solo.
5-2.
3 more runs.
Back after
Give us
this
the
on the
3-run
show.
lead.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Ryan Ward. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
1-1 is fouled off. Next offering
2-2.
way off the plate. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And it remains 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error.
That's what McClanahan can do. He can pump, baby.
Strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Bunting, and it's in the air. Fires over to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit.
I motioned him as a right-hander when I threw, and I forgot he was a left-hander. He still made a great play.
Just didn't quite put it where he wanted to right there.
Fought off foul. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Goes down looking.
Sit down, Hines.
There. They trail at 5-2. The left-hander on now, Samuel Aldegari.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move.
All right.
I never liked
we can counter this with Palacios in for Lowe. Or Lowe, I mean.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Here's the Rays.
But Lowe can still hit this inning. He can still hit.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle.
Nice stop of the second baseman, but can't get it in his gloves, so haha, I'm safe. And he can steal too. All right.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
I almost want to bunt here, but I'm not gonna. Just gonna take this pitch. Okay.
First pitch fastball is in for a strike.
All right, let's send him. I'll send him an 0-1 on the 0-1 pitch. Here we go. Come on, Josh.
That tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Go.
Runner on the move. This one in.
Yeah, the catcher can't handle it. Easy steal.
By the catcher, and he steals second base.
All right.
Throw.
Now we can bunt. Let's bunt him over to third.
And a sack bunt here.
Go! What are you doing? Run!
Puts
Jeez.
it to first on the run. Got
All right.
it. Nice play.
Playing a little small ball right there. Now they've got a
Long fly ball. We can get the run in. This is what I like about a 3-run lead.
Lawrence Butler.
You can sacrifice outs to get another run.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Ball.
To the right side. That's a
What a rip! Can he get to 2? Nope, he's staying. What a rip, though, at Butler. Nicely done.
Well done. Drives in the run. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front, and Didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Next to bat will be the Rays 4-hitter, Brandon Lowe. That one outside, and that's ball one. One run across in the frame so far here on opening day. That one out to right. Hines should have this one. And makes the grab. And there are two down.
Now batting, second baseman, Junior Caminero.
Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Inside, almost got him. That one ripped left field. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home.
Butler's coming in to score. It's 7-2.
7-2.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So runner at second, two down. Taylor now at the plate. That one ripped. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Oh, my Lord, we are tearing the cover off the ball today, ladies and gentlemen. What a beginning to 2028 for the Tampa Rays bats. My goodness.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Samuel Aldegari won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Ryan Murphy will take over here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Man at second here with two away. Elias Diaz next to hit for the Rays. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That was on me. Oh, well.
Here. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Zach Neto. McClanahan back to work.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. I think he was sitting off speed there.
The shortstop takes the ball. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a pop-up. Caminero. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Now batting, number 5.
So now here's the DH, Jacob Wilson, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's a strike. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Line drive. In the dirt. Nice pick.
Good stretch there to make
Nice
the
pick,
play.
Trey.
It
Good
looks
job,
like
buddy.
Someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Torres.
Two down, base is empty. Here's Gleyber Torres. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
That clips the corner.
Come on, Torres, hit it. Can't you hit it?
And down on strikes he goes.
Aw,
And it's a
Gleyber can't hit the
1-2-3
inside
inning. Angels
fastball.
in check, and it's still 8-2. Back in Anaheim. Now here is Trey Morgan. Murphy goes 6'1", 190 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. And that's too high. Activity in the bullpen. Sam Bachman up and throwing. Brito also throwing. Next pitch is downstairs.
That's a ball.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Myers makes the catch, and there's one down.
Time to start thinking about some defensive substitutes
Carson
here
Williams next to hit for the Rays.
with Dubon.
This is a guy who's in the lineup first and
Coming
foremost
up,
because of what
that's
he
Butler
contributes
and
defensively.
Lowe that we
Chris,
gotta
when you
get
talk
by,
about
though.
Preventing runs from being scored. This guy is a big
So
contributor.
probably happen in the
Whips it
8th, I'm
across.
thinking.
Out number 2.
Well, we can put in Palacios this inning for the 7th.
Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays.
So here will be Josh Lowe's last appearance of the game. We're going to pull him for Richie Palacios after this.
Out towards right.
Well, the way he
center.
hits like that, how can you pull him, man? How can you pull this guy? He's so good. He's so amazing.
Another homer. His second home.
Your
run
work
of the
is done,
game,
Josh.
and they tack on to their lead. It's 9-2.
Your work
That's
is
the
done, buddy.
fifth homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Wow. Be right back. I'm editing a clip. Yes.
And a foul ball.
Josh Lowe, player of the game. My goodness.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top half of the 6th. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Check swing on an 0-2. Appeal to first.
That's fine. That's fine. That was a really stupid strike 2 swing I made with him anyway.
1 hit in the inning, a solo home.
Oh, I'm still just wow with Josh Lowe. He might lead the team in homers this year. Who knows? Low or Low? Who are you picking? Low or Low this year for leading the team in homers?
Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the third.
All right, we go bottom 6. That means we're going to have a substitution in right field, and that's going to be Richie Palacios coming in for the hot-hitting Josh Lowe.
He takes over in right.
Now we'll lose 10-9 because Palacios' spot sucks.
Now playing right field. Number 1. Richie Palacios.
There's the strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
McClanahan winds and deals. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Myers stands in now and watches strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Now this is in the air down the line. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
And that's why Palacios is in. Although I must say his defensive capabilities went down to bronze. That's interesting.
Pretty amazing athlete, this guy.
Usually as a silver.
Speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Right through there for a strike.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Way out front for strike 2.
Balls, 2 strikes.
That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Breaking ball inside. It's 2-2. And that one hammered. And it one-hops the wall. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for
Wow.
extra bases. Gotta feel good about
Nicely
that.
done, Joe Adell.
Just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
So man aboard, and next for the Angels, Ryan Ward. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Adell at second with 2 down.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Alrighty, 7 Ks
7
through
It's
6
9-2.
for McClanahan. 7
Welcome
hits
back.
spread.
As we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Whew. Yeah, he's definitely going to try to get one more inning out of him, hopefully two, but we'll see. I think Herder might do some tossing here next inning.
And first offering is fouled off.
Just have our mop pitcher. Either Herder or Kelly.
Fastball is outside.
Probably Herder, though.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Myers makes the play.
And that was probably the last at-bat for Lawrence Butler today.
Brandon
Nice
Lau,
job,
the
Lawrence.
next to hit.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Not even close.
Well, if the
there.
pitcher puts it in here, I will, but...
Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground,
No.
right side.
Up the grounder.
Glove it cleanly, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Junior.
All right. And I think we'll also take Caminero out after this at-bat.
Now up for Tampa Bay. Junior
Replace him with
Caminero.
Jose Caballero. But we'll probably have Caballero in the Butler spot because I'd like to see if he can get on base and steal. Everybody's predicting him to lead the league in steals. It's like, what?
The bat going too soon at strike 2.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to
Yes,
put up a zero
both of
on the
his
scoreboard here.
abilities,
That's
speed
not
and
something
stealing
that's
are in the
come easy for the
60s, but
staff in this one.
That misses the zone.
that doesn't mean that you're
It's a
going
ball and 2
to steal
strikes.
everything.
This hitter's been seeing
If you're
good
Chandler
velocity
Simpson, yeah, then
and
they give yourself a
bad.
chance, but-
It's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
And we'll wait till tomorrow night to give Harry Ford his debut as catcher. The only other player left on the bench after this.
Chase on a slider down and away.
Well, this is a guy that can be.
Or maybe he'll pinch
frustrating
hit in the
pitchers
ninth
because
for
he fouls off so
Brandon
many
Lau
pitches
if
and grinds out
he
the
comes up
at-bat.
again.
I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste.
Yeah, it gives
6
it a
or
little bit
7
of a
pitches on one
up,
hitter.
but
He's there. He's got it.
that's all right, Caminero.
No runs,
It's all right,
no
buddy.
hits, no errors. 7th inning stretch.
Let's
time.
stretch it.
It's the
Ah.
Reds 9 and the Angels 2.
Stretch it on opening day.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
3 for 4, 2 homers for Josh Lowe. Caminero, 2 for 4 with a double home run. A couple runs scored, and he has 3 RBI in the ball game. So, well job done for him, and he takes a seat. Joe Adell with a couple of doubles. Neto with that leadoff homer for the Angels. In case you're just joining us. All right. So Butler, we want to put Caballero in.
Jose Caballero.
He's not going to play left field, though. Don't worry. Not going to play left field. And Caminero. Well, here, let's do this. It looks like, at least, that the new center fielder is going to be Johnny DeLuca.
To the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know.
Yeah, I know Caballero's not that position. That's why I put him in there first, okay? There's methods for madness. Don't you understand, Shambi? Just keep watching, Shambi. Don't make all these assumptions, John Boog Shambi.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Another 0-2 count
No
right
balls,
here.
2
Pitcher
strikes.
just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
This to third. Taylor zips it
All right.
across, and
Well-
one away in the bottom of the 7th.
It does say that McClanahan is getting tired, but I think he can get 2 more outs.
Reese Hines. The
Let's see if we
next to
get
hit
2
for the
more outs
Angels.
here.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Going back to the warning track, makes the catch.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy for Johnny DeLuca.
Get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
All right, one more batter. Come on, you can do it, McClanahan. All right, let's start to get Herder going.
On plane for an extended period of time, and guys like that.
Get Herder going here.
They have a high contact rate, and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
I like to get to at least 95 pitches if I can.
Neto leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
But I'll quit before that if I can.
Hit weakly on the ground, and it goes just foul.
All right, 5 more pitches possibly. Put it in there, Sheen.
Swing
There we go.
fly
Dubon's
ball,
got this.
struck left field.
It's Sheen McClanahan. That'll close the book on him.
And that's the inning.
Nicely done, sir. Great opening day start for Sheen McClanahan. 7 strong innings, scattering 8 hits. I believe 7 strikeouts, or did he get his 8th? I can't remember if he got his 8th or not. And only 2 runs
It's a bit
given
of a
up.
blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Oh.
Growing up, who is your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. Ward takes
Those guys have fun. I like that.
away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And stepping.
All right, before he steps in, I want to make sure Herder is ready and scheduled.
In for the Rays, Elias Diaz.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
This one lifted in the air, left field.
Whatever.
Snags it. And that
This stuff
is
they
that.
record is hilarious. All right, let's see the debut, the Rays' regular season debut of Brant Herder.
Brant Herder gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's got a nice lead.
Signed him in the offseason, I believe, from recollection.
Attacking these hitters.
I'll have to go back and look at that again. I can't remember for sure if he was just a free agent or if it was a trade. I got him.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. 1 for 3.
Super fastball, sinker, and circle change.
And
Probably going to
that's
see a lot of the
first strike.
sweeper.
0-1. That one fouled off.
Really? Okay. You're the catcher, Diaz.
Rips one to right.
I didn't think so.
Just foul.
Ooh, just foul. You know what? Let's... Who's up right now? Torres, sorry. I don't want always. All right.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. DeLuca hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Connor Norby next. 0 for 3 in this one. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too.
Did you just say the same thing about Joe Adele?
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that misses. And that is ball one. The Angels with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's the second out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Myers in the box now. No balls and a strike. Foul ball there. Here's a high fly ball out to center. DeLuca under it. Brings it in, and that'll do it. All set for the start of the inning. And now Carson Williams. Murphy back to work. Splits the plate. It's 0-1. Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
All right, Carson Williams first hit of 2028. I hope he has many more.
What they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
So a man at first. Now it's the right. Fielder Richie Palacios. That clips the zone. 0-1. Runner at first with no outs here. That one laced to center and a base hit.
My goodness, does everyone on the team
First and second now
have a hit now except for the other 2 guys that we brought in? I mean, look at this. Yep. Everybody. Oh, Diaz hasn't got a hit. Okay. Diaz has not hit the ball. Okay. Well, maybe I should put Ford in for him, huh?
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Mauricio Dubon. And that one in the air center field. Adele makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. And now here is Jose Caballero. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. The run comes into
Caballero with an RBI and one swing.
Single, and it's now 10-2.
Don't think we'll be doing any double steals though.
Is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen.
Another pitcher coming.
And the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Sam Bachman.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now it's the DH, Brandon Lau. Gets under it and pops it up. Neto sizing this one up.
I should have let Ford hit for him. I wanted to pad his stats, though, if I could. Get a home run or something.
Now batting, the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Late on that fastball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Michael Arias getting loose out there. Palacios at second. Caballero at first. 2 out of the inning. Just missed. Into center and a base hit. Coming home. He will score, and it's an RBI.
RBI for DeLuca.
Lead by 9.
The hit parade to Rays.
Taylor. And first offering is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Caballero around third. He'll score easily. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here's the catcher to hit.
I have a feeling Braden Taylor is going to be a big help to us this year.
First pitch misses.
All right, let's get everybody hits. Everybody hits. Diaz, let's go, buddy. Get a hit, buddy.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
1-1.
Outside low, 2-1.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. It's 2-2. On the ground to third. Slides
Oh, well, we tried.
First. Nicely done for the out. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Rays 12 and the Angels 2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Kevin Kelly.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So in now for the Angels, Joe Adell. That's in there. And that's strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now just 2 outs away.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one pushed to the left and foul. On the ground, right side. Morgan steps on the bag, and they're down to their last out.
Now batting, catcher,
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Hit to right, and that should do it. And he'll make the catch. Ball game.
I almost fumbled that away. That'd been funny if they would have come back and won after they missed that or something.
And set the tone in the first game of the series. Very important to get that. Put you in the driver's seat to win game 2 and then push yourself to a series win, if not a sweep.
So there it is. Opening day is done. Next broadcast tomorrow night for the home opener. Got a couple more games here in Anaheim that we'll have to play off stream, and then we fly to New York all the way across the country from Sunday to Monday. Play the Yankees for a 3-game set before we return to home to face the Reds. So we'll talk to you tomorrow night. This has been Amish with Boog and I already forgot the guy's name. Good night.